Hey, all you beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel, Soul Synchronicity. It's your girl, Chelsea. We're going to tap into the energy. It's going to be general, collective. If it's for you, you'll know. If not, let it go. Enjoy the show. Always use discernment watching tarot. And yeah, let's get going. Let's see what Spirit has. Let's see what it's going to be today. Don't forget, if you're not already over on YouTube, go over there, hit subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to be a part of my channel. All my live readings are recorded over there and saved, which aren't uploaded on any other platform. Okay. And I have over 16,000 subscribers over there. And there's lots of chat interaction. There's so many scammers on all the apps. So I only have chat open on one app so I can control it. Lots of scammers out on TikTok. Remember, I do not reach out. You have to reach out to me for a personal reading. And the only way to do that is to obtain my email address from my profile, my one and only. Okay. All right. 6 of Wands. It's flying out on the board. Victory. New to you. Some kind of really good, exciting news is coming in. Okay, something about an inheritance that you were left out of. Something about an inheritance here. Got the Hangman and the Chariot and then Judgment. This might be one of those cases where, you know how we always say, there's some things that we can't prove, like throat chakra, someone's, hiding something, needs to say something, or they're going to get found out. There's a lot of cases where when we have stolen inheritance and things like that, so well covered, so well done that there's no way for it to be exposed, and we get justice in other ways. We get our bag in another way. Someone's getting it. There's justice coming in this lifetime for someone, okay? And there's a lot of us who have suffered with a stolen inheritance, so please use your discernment. All right, again, these are general, collective. Something's being exposed here. Again, with the Two of Swords on the bottom, it was the last card underneath these three before they came out, and it's in reverse. A decision's been made. Like there's a deadlock that's passed here. And like, yeah, they use excessive defenses. There's something here that somebody went to great lengths to hide something from you. This person is about to lose everything. They could actually be very sick right now. I just heard a deathbed confession. So I don't know if that could be for some. Somebody may spill the beans on someone else. I did a reading months and months and months ago about that. I don't know if this is related, but the world here, there's an ending to a cycle and new beginning starting that. And that's the truth. Thank you, Spirit. There's good collaborations. There's something here about, like, I'm getting the vibe of like a will and testament, like everybody receiving or talking. There's something here, but there's something working out. The Five of Wands in reverse behind that, and then the Moon in reverse. Someone's not going to be able to heal here. This could be a masculine energy or a feminine operating in their masculine energy. They're losing the funds that they thought they had, and they're really upset about it. Obviously. Boo-hoo. There could be a father figure. Somebody who had left something to you. You've got a positive masculine out, and then there's a negative masculine. So there could be somebody, a grandfather even, and then we've got the Empress right after the Emperor. It's your time to receive it. Someone holds a lot of healing energy here, And you healed yourself through a lot of imbalance in your life. Temperance and the Magician in reverse. King of Swords in reverse here, and it's going on top of the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Cups. Somebody like exploitation, judgment, suspicion. Someone had a desire for power. Tyrannical. This is, I'm picking up heavily on a masculine, but again, it could be a feminine operating their masculine energy. Is energy, it's the attributes that are attached to those energies as they're operating. Confirmation verbs. Someone tyrannical. This is, you weren't the only one that was cut out. Like somebody manipulated something very heavily. This might have been the first beneficiary or something like that. That would have been. And they're getting all the information. Yeah. Yeah, that it was somebody took what was supposed to be given to theirs. It was supposed to be spread out amongst others, and it's in reverse. Some kind of information here. Yeah, as I say that, the Eight of Wands is in behind here. I've got the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords. Something new is being brought to the table. Somebody got sloppy with their money, or they're getting caught up. It's their karma. It's going to be revealed. Like it just is. Someone's not going to be able to heal from what happens here. You gaining this pentacle, Queen of Cups energy, after being in siege for so long. Wheel of Fortune. It was your destiny to receive that. It is your destiny to still receive that, regardless of how long it took to get to you. Boom. All right, all right. We got a stolen inheritance on the table. And it's going to be righted this lifetime. But I'm hearing it's going to be more. It's going to be more than what you were initially supposed to get. Because of, let's just say, interest, all right? This person spent your money. There's suing going on here. It's not just you getting your money. They have to pay back and then some. Something. Let's do order in the court. I've had a few people, like it never stops. I always get asked about the order in the court deck. I've had this for a very long time. I don't know if it's still available on the internet. There was only one publisher that had it. It was an expensive deck. And the site seemed sketchy. I couldn't find it anywhere else. I had to Google order in the court deck and like find it. I don't even remember where it was. Okay, last I heard they were sold out, and it was consistently sold out, so I don't know if they're still making the deck. All right, so a lot of people want to know. That's all I got for you. I'm so sorry. It's a really good deck. I hope you find it. All right, Spirit. Sagittarius energy. That came out in yesterday's live. And then the gig is up. Secrets coming out. Y'all, I can't make this up. Somebody in the energy is between 20 and 30 years old. Or maybe that's when you were supposed to receive this. When that person passed away. All right, you're a warrior. Ages 30 to 40 now. You could be from that to this. Take what's for you. All right, Masons and Eastern Stars are involved in your family and used higher up powers to help them. Somebody was money hungry, power hungry. Somebody's like a big wig of the family, so to speak. As I say that, quote monster on the bottom. And it's like other family members are scared. So nobody really like questioned or went after it because they couldn't. There's some kind of higher up here that was used. And you're a shaman, could be. Maybe you're just waking up to that. All right. Being someone here is very connected to nature, to Gaia, to ancestors, indigenous spirituality. Okay. Job interference here. And then framing. Interesting. And then crabs in a barrel competition. So you could have had a lot of trouble at work or wherever that sits for you within your network of connections or something like that. Feel like somebody may have deemed you incompetent to be able to not receive what was on the will. Spread a lot of rumors, had people believing things. Taurus energy here, and then perjury, lying under oath. Cover up and a big ass lie. Touching the world with your gifts. They wanted to stop you. That's going underneath Masons and Eastern Stars. Ego tripped and power hungry. Cancer signs, ages 40 to 50. In Aquarius here. Scar tissue. Oh, scar tissue is significant. But yeah, this hit touching the world with your gifts and Eastern and Masons. Witches and warlocks campaigning against you behind the scenes. Okay, atheist here. Libra energy. You're surrounded by good, okay? They wanted to clone your energy. They wanted to, somebody may have even impersonated you in court or something like that. Impersonated you in some sort of a way. I just heard AI as well. So there's something to perceive that you are not good in the hood. All right? But using your magical gifts to protect yourself. They may have said that you were using your magical gifts to hurt people. No, you are a shaman. You heal people. 4-letter H word. Wrong letters. Like, mix it up. You heal. You don't hurt. Christianity could be significant. It's going underneath atheist. Attorney, lawyer, and lawsuit. They tried to say you were crazy or something because of your spirituality. You may be religious spiritual. Take what's for you. You had no idea this was going on, but you could feel it. We've got Muslim out on the board as well, and it hit Christianity. You are definitely connected. It hit Christian and using your magical gifts and shaman. Gateway to the spirit realm. All right. Channeling information, guidance, contact, whispers. Where's that? What did I just see? I just saw justice prevails. All right, there's something, and I picked it up in the live yesterday too, that somebody could have been sick. It was a false diagnosis or something was going on with that. Take what it was for you, but undergoing health attacks, anxiety, stress, pain, hospital visits. I don't know if there's testing, but there's an accurate report coming in that you have a secure foundation. You may have had to get, it says third party, but you may have had to get a second or third or fourth opinion on something, and test results you're waiting on to come in. All right, this could have been some kind of a crime cover-up. I don't know. There's something going on here. Somebody may have said you're sick and you weren't. Maybe to other people. And they're asking for it now. They're asking for the proof. We've got safety here and ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun, and then throwing salt on your name. Fraud. All right. Throwing illusions at you, and money laundering is sticking out. That also came in the reading yesterday. So they could have been doing stuff with that money illegally as well, other than just stealing it from you, and laundering and doing stuff like somebody created organized crime business or used it towards that. Okay, they're stalking and watching you using illegal protection. Like I said, higher ups within those societies, like police officers and stuff, watching how you get your money, because there was a lot of rumors. Split on old money, destiny, legacy, wealth, inheritance, birthright. And they thought they were above the law. Something about a poisoning and hidden in plain sight. Somebody may have passed away sooner than they were supposed to. Whoever held this money, somebody may have changed the will and then taken them out. Gemini energy. Confirmation and then coven ties. These are sticking out to me as I'm cleaning up the cards. Throwing illusions at you? Yeah, secrets coming out. The gig is up. Somebody got away with this for like at least a decade, if not more. Decades, possibly. Behind the sun. Something about a boat is highly significant. Somebody may work on boats, fix boats, build your own boat. I built my own boat. Something like that. You like being out on the water? Could be. Take what's for you. What else? Spirit. We're going to do the places oracle. This could be places of significance to you, of relevance to you of any kind. It could be job. It could be locations. It could be anything. Okay? Take only what's for you. Don't force it. Heartbreak and a post office. Interesting. Something about a written letter. I'm telling you, there's something about this. Somebody was taken out early and they couldn't stop it. It's like the person who had the inheritance initially, that was giving the inheritance away, knew that this person was going to take them out and knew that they were going to steal that inheritance and could not stop them. They themselves may have been framed to be incompetent and had somebody take over power of attorney or something. There's something there, and somebody knew something, and somebody could have been poisoned. Poisoning of the mind, at least. There's something there. This person's not rusted. They're not rusted, and they're not going to be. How could they? Their own fucking children. Okay, their own children. Son or daughter of the main person. I got a lot of chills right now. I don't know. You can't see it on the screen, but my skin's super, all the hair sticking up. Here's court on the split. Something about drinking on boats. Know the laws. You can't have alcohol out on a boat unless there is a sober captain, there is cooking and toilet on the boat or something like that. It might be different where you're at, but this is boating season where I am. I'm literally, my other screensaver's got boats on it. That's hilarious. So You can't, and I'm going to tell you, depending on who this is for, if you're traveling and you need to have alcohol with you to travel, it needs to be locked up. Like, you can't just have it in coolers and stuff like that. Technically, it needs to be locked up. Out of reach. Something like that, except for in a boat, everything's in reach, right? For the most part. There has to be like a locked console or something like that that you can secure things in if you're traveling in a boat that doesn't allow drinking. Anyway, that means something to somebody. And again, rules are different everywhere. I have a feeling like the way that came out, that resonates for somebody. They may have been, somebody may be getting caught. And it's considered, you know, you can get like DUI charges and stuff like that. So if you're drinking and operating any kind of motorized vehicle, careful. You're not supposed to do that for a reason. People die. People die around here all the time because of boat accidents and things like that. There was a major one that just happened a couple years ago. I think somebody died. No, they didn't die. Maybe they did. It was a huge boat accident, and it happened where we call Millionaires Row or whatever. It was one of the guys from Dragon's Den. He has cottage up here in Canada, up in we're like the Ozarks or something, for the States. I don't know. But anyway, the Muskokas, there was a big accident, and I believe alcohol was involved. It was careless driving, people operating vehicles that don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the whole story is, but this is the energy that's coming out. There was an accident. 2 boats collided like it was bad. All right? If you're riding at top speeds and your front end's up and you haven't you're not able to trim that shit down and like full speed, there's something about colliding boats. There's something about alcohol, not secured. There's something, and again, I don't know if this is that case, so don't relate it to that case. I'm just saying shit happens, and no matter how much money you have, it can't get covered up. Somebody covers things up because of their connections and their money. We saw that with the police and all that kind of stuff. Desert areas could be significant. I just heard Arizona, and I'm hearing Nevada. So something about food prep for exotic animals. It doesn't have to be exotic. You could have a lot of pets or a lot of farm animals or something like that, or you work somewhere like that, but there's something about the food preparation for the animals. It's a lot of work. Specialty food prep. Again, I'm talking about being able to have cooking so you can have food and bathroom on the boat for drinking to be legal on the boat. I cannot make this up, y'all. Please. I just heard somebody's in trouble. They're gonna, yeah, something's getting caught up here. And drinking, bro, I can't. All right. You gotta have food out there and a way to cook it. You can't just have a cooler with some buns in it or something. I don't know. If you know, you know. Okay, again with the post office. We've got forested areas. It's what it's like around here too. Somebody may be going to court because this already happened and they got caught. Spirituality here. Temple. Meditation and reflection and spiritual guidance. It's going underneath desert. It's like through all the dry times, like when you didn't have like your resources and your nutrients and your water type of thing, like you had your spirituality. It saved you. Place of remembrance in a garden. There's something about a memory garden that's significant, okay? Could be of a late passed on loved one. Also, somebody who passed, ooh, I got chills. Somebody was a farmer. Somebody was a farmer. This is a farm inheritance of some kind. Farmland, equipment, properties. Somebody owned properties in 2 different countries at minimum. Somebody had it. Something about a grocery store with a rooftop garden, like produce garden and stuff. I swear I fucking seen that before, and I thought that was so cool. But they were making their own produce, and they were using the roof of the establishment for their greenhouses and stuff. Okay, we got jail here. Ho! Farming! Someone's going to jail for stealing that inheritance. Something to do with the farm. Somebody spent money on stupid things, and I'm not saying that it's stupid, but they spent your money like they were throwing it away on lavish things. When I say stupid and I talk, and I'm about to say art, I fucking love art. Like, if you can afford it, whatever. This was, somebody was buying ridiculous things because money laundering is here too, right? So they're trying to wash money. They're finding ways to throw money around so that it can just disappear. So somebody was buying like really expensive artifacts and art, possibly exotic animals. Like, someone thought they were the king of the world. All right. Rendezvous point, horses, highly significant. Rendezvous point in a beauty salon is highly significant. Somebody's grandmother, or even you could do this now, but I'm getting it from a senior energy. But rollers, short hair and rollers, and bonnets, significant. Mountains. Divination candles are significant. House of memories. Strangers. Big butterflies. 3 butterflies in this little handful. And a flower. Something about a butterfly flower garden or something. Okay. We've got a moon here, and we've got Cancer. Again, there's some kind of revealing. There's some kind of secrets that are coming out. A crab, Cancer energy. Aquarius, Sagittarius, what already came out, and then Aries. I've never seen this charm before. I'm taking him. He just caught my eye. Okay, we got a little teddy bear here. Teddy bear. And ladybugs. Something about ladybugs and farmland. If you know, you know. Another rose. Another moon. And then a grenade, like somebody's secret's about to be exploded and exposed. Hamsa here, guardian angels are showing themselves to you in birds. If you're noticing them, I'm sure you already know this, but if you don't, or you're seeing them a lot more than often, or you're wondering, why does it feel like every time I look up, there's a bird there? Guardian angels, okay? We've got pentacles. We've got the peace sign, okay? There's solution and resolution coming to this money situation. Okay, Scorpio, Sagittarius again, and Leo energy. We've got bicycles and stringed instruments. Scrabble letters. Rats are also a situation on this farm. If you got feed, if they had feed, silos, stuff like that. If you know, you know. There's rodents. Can you show me? I wanna know what the strangers of me. Distant. Wren, W-R-E-N. The name Wren, whether it's with a W or not, has come into my energy multiple times in the last couple of weeks. Okay, ran and rain. Jin. June. Now. IRS. Truffle butter. Someone's in 10-10. Someone's living the high life. They're eating caviar for midnight snacks kind of shit. If you can afford it, hey, enjoy your funds. These weren't their funds. Peru. A rut. Stuck in a rut. RMT. Is that registered massage therapist? Khakis. A wok. Like a frying pan. A wok. Route. En route. Tie. Toes. Somebody's about to, something about an ingrown toenail. Could be significant. Something about the dentist. Something about flossing every day. Yo, don't lie to the dentist. They totally know. If they ask you if you're flossing and you say yes, they know if you're not. Don't do that. Just be honest. Anyway. Art. A-R-T right here. Trout. ER and MRI. I said something about, I think it was this reading, something about somebody could be in a hospital or work in a hospital, have a hospital visit. HOAs are significant, and the initial E, the letter E, is highly significant. You could have multiple in your name. Somebody's name could be Haley. We've got Dina, Diner, JFK, NAC, NAC, Renos. Somebody's doing renovations. Thought. Somebody really, like, this was premeditated. All right. Tennessee could be significant. Tanning and Tarzan. Tarzan, Strangers Like Me was just on. All right. So lots of vowels. Somebody may have trouble pronouncing vowels, like a speech impediment or something. Anything we need to know out of the T deck before we close out, Spirit? What do we need to know about this inheritance coming through? The Holy Spirit is with you, baby. I love it. Black magic is backfiring, possibly causing a fire on somebody's patio. And there's a guitar. Patios are highly significant. There could be a fire. I literally just said premeditated. There could be a fire on like a barbecue. Yesterday on my live, I was also talking about having a barbecue. Having it like for family get together for my partner's birthday. Okay, find the bright side. There is always one. There is no escape. There's no escape. It's going under patio, and we're talking about the black magic backfiring. Whatever's coming back for this individual for what they did, especially if they took lives. Got a divine masculine out here. We've got divine pine going underneath guitar. So there's a divine masculine who likes to play guitar. Somebody's into sports cars, and I'm telling you, they wasted their fucking money trying to spend it, and there's concrete evidence on some kind of a purchase here. Okay, and yes, they are undercover. There's an undercover agent working this, and it's going under no escape. All right, keep that endurance, okay? Again, registered massage therapist, a nurse, something. There's somebody in this kind of field. All right, and with unicorn energy. And I did say mountains are significant. Keep praying. It's going under endurance, and you've been doing that. I said your spirituality. Somebody could be a contractor or working with one. I pulled on Renos. Somebody could work in fast food, and we got a real slick Rick here. Spain could be significant. Somebody's losing their mind, okay, because they try to portray you as mentally unfit as well as other things, all right? They're really overwhelmed. June in Gemini is highly significant. We are in June right now. There's illegal gambling going on with this money. Taurus energy, again, somebody works in healthcare, all right? And somebody could have tried to steal your DNA. It's going under June. And beside healthcare worker stole your DNA, and there was black magic, and there's all sorts of covens and cults and all sorts of fucking shit in here. So they did the most to try to take you out, all right? Up until to using your DNA. You may have went in for a hospital visit or testing for something that you needed to do routine, and somebody was working the shift that day that was working both sides, if you know what I mean. All right, you're gaining freedom. Keep listening to your intuition. They're so jealous of you. Swimming pools are so heavy in my energy, like crazy this last month. It is pool opening season here where I'm at. Sticking up for yourself. You stuck up for yourself, and they don't like that. They're jealous that you have some kind of confidence, all right? And they made you a target. Divine union coming in, you and your destiny. I did say there's a divine masculine or divine feminine. We got West. The West. Charge your crystals. And again, I just saw stole your DNA and then very sick. So they did something to get you very, very sick. And that is backfiring. If you've been sick, you know. If you've been poisoned, you know. They did something to somebody as well to take them out early. They were portrayed as very sick. Very sick is going on top of contractor as well. There could be a contractor that's sick in the energy. All right. Something about drinking is highly significant, and believe in yourself. Honestly, the energy of like drinking teams is coming to my energy, like heavy drinkers. I don't know. I don't get the flex, man. Whatever. But there's something about like how much alcohol, like ridiculous drinks. Like you can get alcohol poisoning from consuming that much. Like, what are you doing? I don't know. But there's some goofiness here. There's some kind of like ridiculous overindulgence. Okay, there's nothing wrong. Enjoy a drink, whatever, to each their own. I don't really drink that much, but I do enjoy a drink here and there. We're talking about people who is like, it's like their flex to be like the drinkers of the ball team or like whatever. And it's like everybody stands around and just watches these guys like fucking pound beers and do stupid shit. I don't know. There's some kind of energy there. It's really immature. They may have made you a target for MK Ultra with these higher above associations, connections. All right. That's how they were able to prove that for a while that you were mentally unwell. They had MK Ultra hits coming towards you. Somebody is connected to the dark side of the government here. And they were doing mind control techniques. They were trying to fucking make you crazy, trying to make you take yourself out, all sorts of things, whatever the energy is for you. It worked for a bit, but that's what needed to happen for you to wake up and to like fight back. So you beat this MK Ultra energy. All right. And now the feds want to work with you. They're like, whoa, this bitch special. We never seen nobody overcome that before. And it's like, hold up a second. You want me to die and then you want me to be your number one man. Like, make it make sense. Okay, something about 50 Shades of Grey and somebody's license plate. All right, there's about to be a big flood and somebody's pipes bursting. Side note, oh my God, I saved it on my phone and I want to play it. It's a clip from TikTok. Y'all, I have multiple times, and it's been way back, and that somebody was hiding something in a septic tank, possibly putting bodies in septic tanks using the bacteria or whatever. Like nobody's going to look in a septic tank and the bacteria is going to eat away at the bodies or something like that. There was like some kind of Catholic organization, school, nun thing, the home that was for orphaned children and pregnant teens and all sorts of stuff. And they've just uncovered so many bodies out of the septic tanks of there because they were hiding bodies in the septic tanks, guys. And this is just being revealed now, as far as I know. I don't know when this happened, but this video was within the day that it was released that I saw it. I'm just going to play it because it's got to be something. It's got to be something. I hope that it can be heard.
800 infant remains have been found inside of it. Breaking news, nearly 800 infant remains have been found inside of a septic tank. Crews began working this week to begin excavating a site of a former church-run home for unmarried women and their babies. They are working to identify the remains of 800 infants and young children who passed there.
There's so many children right now.
Many of these remains were located in a septic tank. They said the excavation of this site has been long awaited. The home was run by an order of Catholic Catholic nuns and was closed in 1961. This is one of many institutions that house tens of thousands of orphans and unmarried pregnant women. They were forced to give up their children in the 20th century. In 2014, a historian tracked down nearly 800 death certificates of children who had passed in the home between the 20s and the 1960s. However, they could only find a burial record for one child. Investigators later found mass graves containing the remains of babies and young children in underground
every
sewage
child
structures.
matters.
These were also
Indigenous
located on the
babies
grounds
as
of the
well.
home. DNA analysis found that the ages ranged from 35 weeks up to 3 years. After further investigation, they found about a total of 9,000 children passed in 18 different homes. Some of the causes included respiratory infections and the stomach flu. The sisters who ran the home offered a, quote, profound apology. They also acknowledged that they failed to, quote, protect the inherent dignity of women and children in the home. They said what's next is that survivors and family members will have an opportunity to view the works in the coming weeks. Forensic experts will analyze and preserve remains recovered from the site. Any identified remains will be returned to family members, and any unidentified remains will be buried with dignity and respect. They are expecting these works to take about 2 years to complete. To stay up to date on this case, make sure you click the playlist below.
Girl's name is Jenna Lynn. What the fuck? Guys, I wouldn't make that shit up. That's dark. I wouldn't make anything up. It would go against everything. But something terrible's happening. This could be related to that. Some kind of dark organization. God forbid. I hope they're not sacrificing babies and stuff like that. Energy harvesting. Like, I don't know what's going on. We're talking cult, covens, gangs, something big here. Somebody's involved in something bad. Check it out. Apartment. APT. Apartment. Something. This'll get copyrighted. It's so popular. By the way, little kids love this song. Like up to the age of 3, a little bit over that too, but like there's something about little kids like loving this song. So there's something about lost children. Okay, last act, then we're gonna close it out. You might be noticing your ops are all starting to gain weight. It's the divine showing you who was like, there was a lot of things sent towards you to make you unwell, unfit, not pretty or handsome, whatever it was. And the people who always had evil eye towards you are starting to look real rough right about now. Okay, skin issues, hair issues. They're looking unwell. Some are gaining weight. Take what's for you. But something about... What? Seatbelt is in reverse. Somebody's not wearing their seatbelt or doesn't wear a seatbelt. We've got support, desperate, and exposure. And then aunt. Somebody's aunt could be the one to uncover this. States, countries, provinces, whatever it may be that start with A could be highly significant. All right? Somebody likes to watch documentaries. There's gaining weight. Somebody left tracks, okay? And they have a record. You have rare gifts. Stop fucking doubting yourself, bitch. Don't do that. You are a unicorn. Okay? And what did I say about dryness and having all your resources taken away like the desert? House fire. Something about grass catching fire. There's the energy harvesting. 1551, broken bones. There's something about abused and neglected children. 555, massive change and endings coming here on the 3D new beginnings. Okay, baseball, highly significant. Did I not use that as an example for some reason? There's Alberta, an A province. Holding info from you. Eastern stars that are watching you. Dirty bitches. Okay? There's the Eastern stars watching a divine masculine. Okay? Trying to get something on tape here. And somebody is highly connected to Egypt. Somebody loves roller coasters. Somebody did something stupid on a roller coaster, not thinking straight. There's something about the ponytail elastics on the buildings when you're coming off the roller coasters. I don't know about the other theme parks. I think it's so fucking stupid and wasteful. I don't understand it. But people will come to the theme park with like wristbands, like elastics all over their arms. And when they're on the roller coaster, they're flinging elastics, or when they get back into, before you come in to like get off up here and you're like waiting outside on the tracks, there's often other buildings and stuff if you're up high, depending on the ride, and people are slingshotting their elastics and putting them on the roof. So there's something about that. I don't know why my blood boils every single time I see those. I think about the birds. I think about the littering. I think about all those types of things. What is the point of it? Nobody knows whose elastic that is. It's not like you can say, oh, that's my elastic. There's millions of them there. Nobody would know. There's something about waste just because. And nobody knows why they do it, but they're just doing it. No face, no case. Watch out. Something about a girlfriend who's a tarot reader. Okay? You could be the tarot reader or not. Somebody's girlfriend is a tarot reader, okay, and they're about to get jail time. Something rotting, guys. Michigan could be significant. Something about a rich electrician. God damn. It is so, if you know, you know. Especially contractors. But it, for me anyway, when I see organized electrical or plumbing, like all perfect in lines and it's all like the way it should be, and it's not like, I don't know, there's something hot about that. I'm like, damn, you got OCD and I appreciate it. There's something like, ooh, yeah, wild thoughts. But real, somebody's in their bag. They're about to be. You're about to be. Children are highly significant. There's corruption. Bosnia shown itself to me a couple times. Social media influencer. Something about the winter time here. There's a boy suffering under the care of their parent. Their parent could be a law clerk. Doesn't have to be. Somebody's abusive. Something about a golf club is highly significant. Unexpected company. Someone's going to get a visit from CPS. All right, y'all. You're getting that fucking inheritance. I can't wait. I'm so excited for you, okay? The end is near. It's coming so soon. Keep the faith. Keep moving forward. You're going to know if this is for you. You really are. You're going to be seeing signs of this in your everyday life. You're not just going to be watching readings that all talk about inheritance and that means that you have a missing inheritance. That's not true. You're going to know. You're going to know. A lot of us have had stolen inheritance. A lot of us. So I'm not saying that, but not every single inheritance reading is about your inheritance. So remember that. There's a lot of it going around and it's all coming up to the surface, okay? It's all bubbling up. I love you so damn much. Stay enlightened and be all right. And until next time, I love you. Goodbye.